How's everybody doing? Dennis here, and I'm going to kind of go over my Steiger Panther RC conversion that I did. Um, it started out as a 16th scale Steiger Panther toy um, that I've custom converted into an RC. I'm not going to get it up to full speed here on the top of the bench because for fear of one thing, driving it off the side. But we got lights. All the way around, front and rear. I'll shut them off. I have it powered with a Servo City 437 RPM 12 volt motor. That is powered by a Hobbywing 1060 ESC is what I'm powering it with. The axles are the cheap Tamiya knockoff drive axles. They have diff lock. I don't have any of that hooked up. I might yet get them actuated so that I can turn the diff locks on and off. But I am to this point. What I did do, and then I have a cheap transfer case that I have. The motor going to the transfer case with a drive shaft, and then the drive shaft going to the front and rear differentials. Oop, yeah, I gotta watch out where I put my floppy sleeve. Anyway, it's been an ongoing project for a couple weeks now, and actually probably only about a week. And what I do have to go with it is I do have a disc, an offset disc that I built. This disc I actually built probably close to 20 years ago for my kids, because the toys that some of the companies were building were always breaking. So then I had it manually so it would lift up and down and whatnot. But what I have done is I actually have a couple of remotes on the back of the tractor so that I can raise and lower the disc on a remote. And I also went and built, to go with this, slide that out of the way, is I went and I built a soil compactor to go with it that will also hook up to the rear hitch. This soil compactor was actually two ERTL toys. ERTL Sheepsfoots is what they were. And they were a totally smaller frame and didn't even barely cover the duals. So I decided to add the two together, make my own frame out of aluminum, and it all oscillates and everything all independently. And then I have a swivel hitch on the front so that it will go wherever I want it to. And yeah, just kind of a fun project. I spent, and these are actually plastic, all aluminum frame, but these are plastic, and they're filled with lead shot. So it is pretty heavy. Roll them back out of the way. But as far as the tractor itself goes, you can kind of see, and I have the two remotes back here each hooked to a different channel. I have one on the left-hand stick, and then I have another one to the VRA dial. So if I ever wanted to put another piece of equipment that actually had a lift and a fold to it, I could do that as well. don't know if anybody can really see the underside of it, but you can see the differentials are in here, and the drive shafts. And I pumped them full of grease, because a lot of the stuff that you buy today, they put enough grease in them to keep them from rusting, and that's about it. And I pack them full, that way they last a little longer. But it's kind of a neat toy, because it was part of ERTL's Prestige series. Let's see if I can get and the doors completely open on it. And then I have a brooder figure on the inside, if you can see that or not, but she sits in there quite well. And did some custom painting and whatnot on it. It's not really painted exactly like the Steiger industrials were painted. It's painted how I wanted it. And you know, when it comes down to it, it's my toy. I'll paint it the way I want to. And I'll put the decals on it I want to, because that's just the way it is. This is not for sale. Don't plan on asking me about building one. How much did it cost? How much would it cost me to build you one? I'm not going to do it. I build this stuff strictly for my own personal collection. I have my own RC site out here where I do excavating and whatnot with my sorting plant and whatnot. And I wanted an offset disc and a compactor to go with all my other construction equipment. But if I get a chance, I will try to post a link in the description box of the video of some of the parts that I used when I get time. So just be patient. So I'll get the video posted, and then I later on have to go in and edit and add links and whatnot, because I do strictly 100% of this from my phone to YouTube. So takes a little more time to do it that way. Some of the things with this, some people will ask what I used for tires. The tires are 1.9 RC four-wheel drive mud bashers. And these are all 1.9 beadlock wheels. What I have actually done is custom built the other set of rims and bored them out and made them look like I got duals, you know, clamp on duals, instead of trying to mount them to the axles. The whole thing is mounted together as a unit to the axle. Other than that, I've got an auxiliary light switch in there to turn the lights on and off. Yeah, it steers. I actually had to set the stops because it'll only steer so far anyway. But I don't know if I can. That's top speed right there. Now, some people say, "Oh, it doesn't go very fast." You know what? In real life, I don't think these Steigers ever went down the road any faster than maybe 18, 19 miles an hour anyway. So, it's good enough. But, anyway, there. But if you got any questions, I'm more than willing to answer some questions. Just keep them to a minimum, because I'm going to try to post the video, and then try later on, maybe tomorrow, get some links to some of the items that I used. But anyway, that's my Steiger Panther RC converted industrial four-wheel drive tractor. So anyway, catch you guys later.